somewhere in this world there's a trig star problem 1. A couple of things to point out here. Your angles are in degrees, minutes, second. So just a reminder that in your calculator, you could do everything in degrees, minutes, seconds if you wanted. Under the apps key, if you go to the second apps key, remember there's an angle button, and that's where you will find the degree, and then you'll find the minute. And then if you go down to the plus sign, it's actually alpha. You got to hit the alpha because it's green, and that's your second key. So you can use it, do everything in degree, minute, second. If you want, you just put it in parentheses and do it the same way for all your sine, cosine, tangent. So this is one. They've given you this entire angle. Please note that is the entire angle. And if you know this entire angle and you know these two are right angles, you're going to know angle C right off the bat. It's going to have to be, if those two are 180, then these two are going to be supplementary because the whole thing's 360. So you know angle C. You also know the distance of BC, which is 128.82. And then you know the distance of CD, which is 68.86. What you need to do with this one, a little bit similar to the last application problem from the other day, you need to draw BD. Because notice if I know angle C, I now have a side angle side, and I can use the law of cosines to find BD. So step 1 here, and I'm not doing this for you, you're going to do it. You're going to find BD. After you find BD, you can find these little guys up here. You can find that little angle there and that little angle there. And hey, what do you know about this little angle and this little angle? You'll know this one to be complementary because of the right angle. And then same thing down here if you needed it. I'm not sure you would necessarily need that, but you'd get it pretty quickly if you want to. So step 1 is the BD you can do with cosines. Step 2 is you can find like angle C to B to D and get that one. From that one, you'll automatically know ABD. You'll know ABD, and then you're on your way. Because if you know BD, now you're going to use the law of sines here. We've got sine of this over this, sine of this over this guy down here, and you can go from there. Okay, so run that back if you need to, but the moral of the story is you know C automatically, and then you need to draw in this BD, and you can go from there, and you'll be able to find all 3 of these suckers right here, and you'll do okay. Let's try the next one. You might want to draw this one on another piece of paper because they got a big old mess here, and I'm not going to read the whole problem to you. I'm just going to point a couple of things out. Number 1, you know a bunch of things. The angle and an angle there and an angle there, angle here. Please look at the fact that we have triangle ECB, we have triangle EDB, we have this little tiny triangle here if you really needed it or wanted it. I'm not sure you do. But I've got a distance here and a distance here, okay? So number 1, again, you're going to need to draw in A to B. And you have to know that B is not collinear with A and C. It kind of appears that it is, and that assumption cannot be made, and it's a fact that it doesn't work like that. So you can't do that, okay? What you do have here, I will say, we're ending up looking for A to B, which is what I drew, and we're looking for B to C, which is in this triangle, and we're looking for B to D, which is up here, which is actually in this bigger triangle here. And this one actually goes a little bit quicker than the last one, I believe, in my opinion, I guess, because I look at triangle, let's see here, triangle C to E to B. And I know this angle because I can add those two things together. And I know this angle because I can, because it's right there, and I know this side. So right away, I know a side angle. So if you know a side angle, you're going to know angle C for sure, because you're just going to have sum is 180, and then you're going to be able to find that CB, and you're going to use the law of sines with this side, maybe this angle, and this angle over here. So you have side AB. Actually, you don't even need to find angle C right away. You're going to have that one right out of the chute. Once you have that one, you'll be able to find this one right here. And once you have that one, you are home free. Try to find the forest through the trees, though, because it's hard to view these triangles. Sometimes it's good to write them on a separate sheet of paper. Those are your hints for the trig star problems. Get to work.